Hey guys, I am doing a little talk. I'm kind of be talking about the trailers and the new game Pokemon X and Y that's coming out on October 12th worldwide, which is, I think is really cool. And the video footage I have of the trailers, they are I had to flip them. And make some like backwards, so words to be backwards, and words have to be backwards and everything, as you can probably tell and see. Um, it's cause of YouTube issues and all that. But to get back on topic for this, I'm talking about this awesome new game, Pokemon X and Y, and lots of people thought that since it's gonna be in 3D, that they were gonna have it so that it since people thought it was gonna be in 3D, they thought when the Pokedex 3D came out for the 3DS and the Pokedex 3D Pro came out, that's what they're gonna be using for the Pokemon X and Y, the 3D style for it. Which it actually turned out they didn't. They're actually using a brand new thing, which they just started right from scratch, and you could tell if you were to have them side by side. And it's really cool, and they added Pokemon, like you can fight 5 Pokemon at once, and there's some moves that you can do that can hit all 5 of them at once, which is really cool. And there's also flying battles with Pokemon that can actually fly, like bird type Pokemon, or Pokemon that can levitate, which I think that is pretty cool. Like they're adding new things, like new battle things, and herds of Pokemon. And you can also ride on a Go-Go or something like that. I don't know if I said the name right or not, because I really haven't heard the pronunciation for the Pokemon. But you can also ride on those Pokemon, and I believe, as I've heard, that you rent a Pokemon, you actually need to catch it, which I think that's a bit more fair. And there's also roller skates, as you can see in the trailer. It shows the character running on roller skates, and it's also been suggested that you can also customize your character, which I'm not quite sure if you can actually do that or not, but I hope you can, and change the skin tone and everything. I hope you can do that, because I have some evidence to suggest that you can customize your character, because inside the trailer they show sunglasses on the top of your character's hat. Okay, if you're a boy and a girl. Okay, and then in this one part of it, when like at this, I believe it's a bug type generator place, it shows that there's no like sunglasses. I'm not quite sure if there's sunglasses or not. Which gives me an idea to suggest that you can actually customize your character, which I think is amazing that Pokemon actually thought about doing that, and actually is adding it to Pokemon X and Y, which I hope they are doing that, which I'm pretty sure they are. And they also have released the map of the region for Pokemon X and Y, which the map doesn't really tell you that much, but it has been proven that where you start on the map. I'm not sure if I'm able to pull a picture of it or not, but I already know exactly where you start off in, and you go over to those other places, and also the routes. It tells you what route you're on in the sign. You can actually see it. They're actually going to the sign and pressing A on it, which I think that right there is also really cool. And also there's a new feature that's kind of like the Nintendo Dogs, but it's a little bit different, and you can like pet your Pokemon, feed it and all that, and it's really cool. And what it does is it helps with balance somehow. That's what they said that they can do, but it didn't tell you how it will help. Which, when you get the game, we're gonna find out. Maybe there's more information out of it. And they've also released a new type of Pokemon, the Fairy type, which I think is amazing to balance out the power of Dragon types, because Fairy types are good against Dragon types, and they are weak against poison. I'm not sure if they're weak against anything else, but I know for sure they're weak against poison type Pokemon, and they're strong against Dragon. Which I think that's amazing, because Dragon type Pokemon are very overpowered. The only weakness is other Dragon type Pokemon and Ice type Pokemon, which Ice type Pokemon are not really as common, and Dragon type Pokemon aren't as common either. So to balance it out, they made a Fairy type Pokemon, which they haven't made a new type of Pokemon since Generation 2, when they added Dark types and Metal types and all that, and Steel types, and they changed a lot of Pokemon's types, which they are changing some of the older Pokemon to Fairy types, like Muriel or something. I don't know how to pronounce the name of it, and Jigglypuff, Clefairy, and I'm guessing they're probably gonna make Clefable and Cleffa also the Fairy types. They haven't said it yet, but I'm pretty sure they're gonna do that. And they are also it's also been announced that the first gym leader is a bug type Pokemon. Is a bug type, and they have bug type Pokemon, and it kind of seems like from the trailer that there's a little puzzle you get to go through with the spider webs and all that, as you can see in this trailer. But I think it's pretty cool that they are making bug type the first one, but then again, it would also make fire Pokemon easier to train, because the first gym is bug types. Then if you ever pick a fire type Pokemon, which is Fennekin, I'm not quite sure, Fennekin, something like that. Well, it's gonna be easier to battle against them because bug type Pokemon's weakness is fire type. And I'm not quite sure what the other gyms types are, but I think that's really cool. And there's also announced what the team you're going against is, which is Team Flame or something like that. And they're and they're guessing that they're all about fire type Pokemon. And the way they dress, they're all red and all that, which is really cool. And it's also been announced that you can snap photos of stuff and all that, and photo taking will be in the game. I'm not quite sure how it is in the game, but there is in the trailer, when it shows you running, it also shows you this person next to you. And the person next to you is holding a camera. You can slightly see it, but you can see that the person is holding a camera, which I think is really amazing. You can take pictures and stuff, and you can also do some picture taking effects to it, which are in the real world too, which is really cool. And I thought it was really cool how you can just go and you can fight herds of Pokemon, and the herds don't have to be all the same Pokemon either. They can be different Pokemon too with it, and there is other Pokemon from other regions inside the game. It's been showed that, and they're also making a new form of Mewtwo, which I think that's just outstanding. I mean, Mewtwo's from Generation 1, and I really didn't think they were gonna. That it was really a surprise to me, because it's really risk taking, changing a Pokemon from the first gen, and because lots of people are probably gonna disagree. There's always gonna be people who says, "Oh, I don't like this change," because people are not a lot of people. Some people are just not open to change, which a lot of people are, because Game Freak and the Pokemon games, they've changed quite a bit of it, and I'm pretty sure that there's not going to be any HMs. They're making HMs a little bit less common. I'm pretty sure they're going to do that. But I'm pretty sure though, which I'm really sad that they're doing that. I'm pretty sure they're going to do this though, which I'm really upset about. It's still could be on the grid. It's still like you still have to go. It's still like the other games where you can't, where you just you can go straight, turn up, sideways. It's not like curved around with it like the new Pokemon Colosseum and all that, but those are sticking to the original game, Pokemon game line, which I don't count those as official Pokemon games, even though they are. But they're not. There's a good chance I'm not gonna do that, because in one of the trailers, which I'm not sure if I'm gonna be able to pull up, it shows it just turning like instantly, not curving. There is some curving in it, but I think it's with the camera doing it, not with yourself doing it. And also, for you guys who haven't noticed yet during all the trailer videos I've shown you so far, the Pokemon game is going to be based in France, which I think that is pretty okay. I mean, most of the Pokemon games were made in Japan, and then Pokemon Black 2, they show a little part of New York type thing, which actually wasn't that big. It kind of made it seem like it was big, but it really wasn't. It was pretty small. but they're making it this new town that there's this new town that has lots of buildings and all that inside the new Pokemon game that they're making right now, Pokemon X and Y, obviously, and like and it's I believe they're gonna have it so you can actually exit from different parts of that town, and that town's like the middle of it, which I think is really cool. And another thing about it is, you cannot, I believe that you can, like find wild Pokemon that are also from other regions, which you can probably guess that from the Pikachu that you see appearing. This is Pikachu is appearing, because I remember in Pokemon Black and White, they didn't really do that. They pretty much stuck to another Pokemon. Then Pokemon Black and White 2, they added more they put Pokemon from other regions you can get in the game. The one thing I'm just wondering for Pokemon X and Y is, when will you be able to transfer your Pokemon over to the game? Like, will it be at the end of the game? Can you do it at the beginning of the game? All that, I don't really know. They're also adding it so that you can't. They have this little bottom thing that's kind of like the Pokegear thing or whatever, and you can all these neat features with it. That some of them are new, some of them are old from every single DS game, but it's pretty cool. Well, that's all for right now, you guys. Thank you guys for watching. And if you like this video, please put a like and subscribe. I work hard in these videos, and I work hard to put them all together and edit them. Thank you guys for watching. Really, thank you. I really thank you for watching. See ya.